Okay, so Agatha just finished, and as usual, I'm late to make a video on it. But I wanted to talk about it, and yeah, we were so wrong. The show is actually pretty good. So before we actually talk about the show, I think we should set the scene. So before the show even came out, and there was a lot of hate on the show. I'm not gonna say all of it was unwarranted, but a lot of it stemming from the fact that no one really asked for an Agatha show. And I don't know, real quick, right? I was thinking about making a different video about this, but just hear me out for 2 seconds, eh? It's sort of weird we had Agatha and Penguin releasing around the exact same time, like they were streaming at the same time, right? And in my opinion, and like I feel like it is the case, both of those shows no one asked for. Like, think about it, no one 10 years ago was like, I want a fucking Penguin show. Like, just be honest, alright? Like, no one was saying that. The only reason we were hyped about Penguin is, I guess, yeah, that we weren't sick of the Batman. We only had one movie with the Batman, and it's almost like, I don't know, it's a weird dynamic that they both came out around the same time, right? It's like, imagine if the Marvel shows came out during like around when Iron Man came out. It was almost like that. The movies only just came out and people wanted more, you know what I'm saying? But now with Marvel's case, there's so much, so yeah, and no one again was asking for Agatha. Like, that just seems so out of nowhere, right? So again, not all of it was unwarranted hate towards the show. And the second thing that I don't think anyone is going to really admit to, but it is just the case, sadly, the world that we live in. It was just the fact that this was a girl-led show, you know what I'm saying? And all the 40-year-old virgins were really mad about it. Like, oh my gosh, it's woke, and just shut the fuck up, bro. Just bruh. But yeah, okay, so with all the hate aside and all of that, and there was a lot of hate again from the 40-year-old virgins, and then also going to, you know, the realistic hate, where it's like, oh, what the fuck, Marvel? Like, no one asked for this, right? But now that I think about it, it almost worked for the show, because there was so much hate. By the way, real quick, look at this. What the fuck? I realized I can do this. How dumb is that? Like, I feel so weird doing this. Anyways, yeah, so there was a lot of hate on the show, right? I feel like, yeah, like, low-key it helped the show, because when you watch episode 1, you go into it with such low expectations. I feel like everyone did, and we're all blown away. Like, I feel like everyone was like, okay, there's actually something here. And yeah, there actually was. Episode 1 was pretty good. It was way better. Again, like, it was just because of so much hate, I was expecting pure garbage. But no, there was something there. Well, it wasn't the best or anything, right? Episode 2 somehow was better. And I was like, okay, cool. So, alright, I guess I'll stick around for a little bit longer. And then episode 3 kept getting better. And then, in my opinion, it kept getting better until episode 7, which is like the best episode of the whole show, and it's so good. I low-key just made this video just to talk about this episode on a writing level, on a masterclass level, if you're in the writing space and you want to get into storytelling, I'm telling you, you can study this whole episode, and you can learn so much. I'm telling you, I'm handing out game to you guys. I'm straight up telling you guys, this episode was so good. Like, like the whole time I had a massive smile. I was like, holy shit. Like, imagine this as a full-scale movie type. Like, it was really good. And like, low-key, I'm jealous in a way. Like, I'm like, damn, they knocked it out of the park with that episode. They really did. Like, I'm tempted to incorporate some of the elements into some of my material. Like, it's so creative the way they handled that episode. I'm not really doing spoilers right now. I will get into spoilers later. But yeah, episode 7, if you have not seen the show, you should watch it. It is that good. Like, genuinely that good. But then, yeah, the next episode, again, trying to tiptoe around spoilers, was, going through Agatha's backstory. And, it was pretty good. It was actually pretty good. It was sad. It was depressing. Trying not to spoil anything. Here's one thing I'm gonna talk about though, right? Before I even get into spoilers, okay? So Agatha, she has a kid, right? If you're wondering where was the kid and all the stuff, yeah, exactly. I'm just not gonna spoil it. Like, she had a kid at one point, right? So we get a backstory, and you see her when she's pregnant, and you see that she says, right? She literally says, she says it a couple times too, right? She says that you're not magic, you're not fake, you're not anything like that. You're real boy. Pinocchio, you're a real boy. sorry. But she says that, right? Like, you are real. You are 100% real, and I like that's why I love you. You know what I mean? And but she just in that moment, she tells Aubrey Plaza's character that that's her lover. No, I don't think anyone I don't think anyone's said anything about this. I'm the only one who's, I guess, said anything about this, seems like. But like, I instantly, when that scene happened, I'm like... So again, she says to this kid, like, you're real, like, you're my son, you know what I mean? And then she says to Aubrey Plaza's character, I'm just gonna say it out of context, just to try and not spoil anything. But she's like, no, please, my love, give me time. Or something like that, right? Like, she is implied and it's pretty explicit that they are in a relationship of some sort, right? Or they had a relationship. Clearly, especially from that language, like, she called her love or some shit, right? Like, I played the scene now and stuff like that. Like, you'll see what I'm saying, right? So it's just like, if that kid's real and you're dating her, unless she's packing that thing. I dig it. Alright, makes sense. But yeah, and then it goes into the finale, and it was good. Oh no, okay, so episode 8. Okay, now I'm gonna get into spoilers, right? Sort of. Okay, wait, no, I'm not. Wait, shut up, everyone, shut up. Episode 9, the finale, pretty good. No spoilers right now. Everyone calm down. No spoilers. Pretty good. I will say this. They did a really good job of distancing themselves from connecting themselves to the Marvel and the MCU in a way, if you get what I'm saying. Like, it did feel like a separate entity in a way. Like, it did feel in the Marvel universe. It was in the Marvel universe. But it felt pretty far apart in a good way. Like, genuinely, they did a really good job of separating it. Like, it was in its own field. You get what I'm saying. But the last, like, you know what I'm saying, the last 5-minute type thing, it just started connecting back to the Marvel, and it was just setting up stuff that I'm honestly, to be honest, I'm not even sure that's gonna lead to anything. So it's just like, it feels like this is a me problem. It feels like everyone seems to like the show still, and the ending especially, people think they nailed it. So credit where credit is due, I guess. But I was a little bit like, oh, okay, cool. Okay, now spoilers. Rating the show, because I'm gonna get into spoilers now. Go watch it. I recommend, if you're gonna take the plunge, I reckon you'll like the show. You will. And if you're not sure, watch episode 7. I mean it. Genuinely, watch episode 7, because it's that fucking good. On a masterclass level, you can study that whole episode, and you'll find something really, really good. Genuinely, I'm telling you. About script writing and the story writing in general. I'm telling you, I'm handing you guys out game. Listen to me. But yeah, I reckon it's a pretty good show. I reckon episode 7 was like almost 10 out of 10 in a way. Like, it was really, really good. Probably 8 to 10 in a way. Like, you can scale it from there, somewhere in there, 8 to 10. The whole show, I reckon, is pretty good. I feel like 7 is a little bit too low, because it actually is pretty good. It's nowhere near Secret Invasion. I'm not gonna lie, going into episode 1, I was expecting Secret Invasion. Again, there was so much hate, but then it was pretty good. So I guess it worked for the show. Like, it did, because it hooked you. It's like, wait, what the fuck? The show's actually, like, actually made something good. So yeah, it was pretty good. This show is good. I reckon an 8, a solid 8. Wilson gives it an 8. Would recommend. Okay, going into spoilers now. Episode 8, speaking of 8, ends with Billy. That's right, we find out that the kid is fucking Billy Maximoff, right? We find out that Billy made the fucking road, and I thought that was actually somehow, I don't know how the fuck they actually, again, the show is actually really good. Again, I don't know how they accomplished it, but even though technically, I was thinking about it immediately when it happened. I'm like, oh, everyone's gonna say that it's exactly like WandaVision. But genuinely, I'm glad no one is saying that, because it doesn't feel like that. Even though when you think about it, it is the exact same thing. He just made a giant hex portal. You get what I'm saying, right? But they did it in such a... That's what I mean. Writing is everything. And they wrote it in such a different way where it's like he believed in this. And I mean, I guess, again, it was the same sort of thing. But you get what I mean? He believed in it. He didn't even know it was real. And he made it real. You get what I mean? I thought that was beautiful. I thought it was actually really amazing. I just love the obvious allegory of, you know what I mean? If you believe it, you can really make something happen. You get what I mean? Genuinely, if you guys didn't know that, if you have a dream or whatever, just trust in yourself. You can do whatever you want. If it's real for you, it is real. And I'll just say it like that. And yeah, I just really love the allegory. Genuinely, I thought it was good. I thought it was really well handled. Again, even though it's pretty much the Scarlet Witch thing, it was actually really good. Like, genuinely really good. And then, episode 9, everyone, okay, this is where I feel like I'm on the opposite of the community, like, in a way. You'll get what I'm saying. Everyone seems to, I'm not bashing the show, but everyone seems to like the ending, in a way. I'm not saying it was bad. I don't dig how she became a ghosty witch. But here's the thing, now that I think about it, the whole show, it was not bad until the last episode. But thinking about it, because of the last episode, you realize it. The whole show, there was a constant flip-flop of them loving each other and hating each other with Billy and Agatha. Like, constantly. And in the last episode, I was low-key losing my shit. Because every not even 2 minutes, every second it felt like they were like, I hate you, I love you, I'm gonna kill you. Like, literally, Billy tries to kill her, like, lock her away, and then they become best friends. Like, literally best friends after that. And then that's how the show ends. I was like, what the fuck am I watching? All the writing, almost, like, it's not bad. It is not bad. Like, I'm not saying it's terrible or anything like that, but it was so out of nowhere. I thought it was really weird, really jarring, because legit, as soon as he sees her, I think he might have been okay for like 2 seconds, and then he gets mad. It's like, wait, what? And then she doesn't give a fuck. She's like sort of weird. Oh no, Loki, she turns weird too. She's like going back to her weird ways, even though she just fucking died, and I thought she went through this character arc. And then she's exactly the same, but she's a witch now. I mean, a ghost. She's a floating ghost. She's Casper. So I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. I really didn't. I thought it was really weird the amount of time that they flip-flop. Like, genuinely, like, it was really, really weird. But other than that, that is my only complaint. Like, actually, that is my only complaint with the show. Other than that, it was a really good show. But again, I really do not understand the ending. I don't know what happened production-wise. Like, how did that happen? I would have came there and tried to help out with the writing. Like, well, that was so weird. That was so weird. Quickly, just if anyone's into writing or Disney, if you're watching this, Marvel, I love you, Kevin Feige, hire me. You could have at least just put all the times, you know, the flip-flopping between they love, they hate, they love, they hate. Just put all the love bit together, and then they just flip and hate each other for a little bit, and then sure, they love each other at that. Don't flip it literally the whole episode is just that. I just realized. But yeah, no, it was a really good series, really good show. Finale was a little bit weird, but the episode 1, it is good. There is something there. If it hooks you in, I recommend sticking with it, because you will find enjoyment. And again, if you really don't give a fuck about the show, I recommend just watching episode 7. It's that time travel lady episode. It is so good. I'm handing you guys our game. Pick it up. Telling you, study the scene. Just watch it and just think about it. Just ponder it. Just be like, how the fuck did they even conceptualize episode 7? It is that good. I loved it. And also, actually, now that we've passed spoilers in a way, real quick, right? Episode 7, going back, I don't even know, this is a video so discombobulated on this, whatever, this show, everyone's hating Agatha, I'm just gonna say whatever about the show, right? Episode 7, like, it is that good. I was just thinking about how they managed to write I thought, like, the whole time you're watching the show, when you realize that this old lady's tripping out and she's like, and then one moment, and then, you know what I mean, just put it, I don't even know what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. She was weird, right? She just kept zoning out and all this stuff, right? Sort of like me right now. Then you find out she's literally time traveling through things. And now I tried going back through episode 1. I was just skimming through it and I couldn't really find it. But I'm pretty sure that would, on a second watch, if you did want to rewatch this show, you would get a whole deep level. And even me skimming through it, there were so many times where you realize, oh shit, like Agatha really did not know what the fuck was going on. She was winging it the whole time. I thought that was really cool. Like I was going through, like, again, rewatching some of the bits and just stopping and just really getting into it. Like, I was like, holy shit, like the writing on the show is really good. Genuinely, it is actually. But yeah, okay, I should probably stop talking about the show now. It is really good. If you have not seen it yet, go watch it. Spoiled it now if you're up to here, but still go watch it 100%. Wait, even though if you go watch it, yeah, sure, watch it again. But yeah, just wanted to talk about Agatha. Late video as always. Say goodbye to this dongle right here, and I will see you in the next video. Probably a penguin review. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.